Hi there, this is Sue Cigaris, and my conversation of the week this week is called Can You See Your Toes? Why excess belly fat is bad for business. Okay, so remember the old test. You stand up tall, arms by your sides, look straight ahead, breathe in and out, relax, and then look down. Can you see your toes? Or can you see some other kind of obstacle before the toes? And even the women with breasts that are reasonably well developed may also have a problem here. It's not just the breasts that are in the way, it's actually the belly. Now, if your belly is so big that you can't see your toes, the chances are that you are probably carrying a little too much belly fat. And why is that relevant for business? Well, potentially there could be a correlation between business owners' well-being and the well-being of their business, which is a different subject altogether, and that's not what I'm talking about today. But what I want to talk about today is the idea of not being able to see your toes in your business. And the toes are actually, the word toes is an acronym which stands for time, opportunity, energy, and satisfaction. So if you pretend that you're the business and the business has a body and it can't see its toes, it could be that there is too much belly fat in the business, and the belly fat actually gets in the way of being able to be fully connected with what are you doing with your time, where are the opportunities coming from, where are they, where is the energy drain, and what's happened to my satisfaction. And I have more to say on this subject in the next video if you'd like to hang around. Okay, so here's my next video on why it might be a bad thing for your business if you have too much belly fat. If the business has too much belly fat, you can't see its toes. That's time, opportunity, energy, and satisfaction. So this actual idea was inspired by a conversation I was having with someone a couple of days ago, and this fellow has an IT company. It's doing very well. He has systems, he has teams, he has many customers, he helps a lot of people. He's got a lovely stable business, it's doing well income-wise, his wife has a good job, they've got plenty of wealth creation going on in their life, and you know, on the face of it, financially they're doing really well. The biggest problem though is time together, and this is a very common problem for many couples who are successful and busy. And in this case, we've actually discovered quite a breakthrough that is actually helping him to create a different way forward. And this has a lot to do with being able to see your toes in the business. His biggest energy leak was around the amount of time that he was actually giving away for free. So the more efficient his business became, by having the right team members and by having the systems in place, the more time he was actually giving away to people that couldn't afford to pay the standard fees for IT services. So he was very good at attracting people who were very needy, who had a crisis that needed to be managed, and he wanted to do them a favour and help them out. Lovely guy. He's coming from a really great place. But we actually tracked it over the last 2 years, 4 years, 6 years. As he became better at running his business, he's actually been giving away more and more and more of his time for free, which is a lovely thing to do. However, that time giving away for free over there was still not giving him any more time back with his family. Problem. So we needed to find a way to solve that problem. And what we did was we put together a number of the existing strengths and potentials that already exist in the business and the whole wider scenario, and looking at a way of creating a for-purpose entity that could sit next to the for-profit entity that could actually help him develop a plan to get the lifestyle he wants, as well as the impact that he wants to make, and of course continue running a successful business. So if you ever get to a point where you can't see those toes, it's a good idea to sit back and have a really good look in the mirror and see what's going on. Hi everyone, Sue Sagaris here again, the third video in my series of why belly fat is bad for business. We know that in our bodies, belly fat comes from a few different things. It's essentially habits that help soothe, numb, or just generally make you feel good, that are not necessarily great for your body, like overeating, drinking too much, whatever, and lack of movement, lack of momentum. Lack of energy in flow. If you have that sort of thing going on in your business, where you have habits that are not conducive to the health of the business, maybe you react rather than respond, maybe there are too many instant reactions to want to deal with a problem rather than going to the source of the problem, and those reactions continually absorb energy and don't really solve the underlying issues, that's going to form a habit. And you're going to be teaching the people around you that it's okay to treat you that way. And it's going to be harder and harder to break that habit. You might also find that you start to get lower in your own energy, and you might even start to lose connection with the reason why you started the business in the first place. So when our businesses start to get fat and lazy, and they cause us to feel tired, anxious, depleted, and not so much fun anymore, then it's time to give ourselves a bit of an overhaul. We need a checkup. We need to figure out where we're doing bad habits, and we need to get back in touch with why we wanted to do this thing in the first place.